Massabesic Mustang fans, here we go. Another beautiful night for hockey. I'm Noah Millett, along with me is Dan Albert, and we're ready to watch some great hockey. We hope you all had a great holiday break, and let's see if we can't get something started. The Mustangs came also close right before the break, Danny. They had a great game. They just could not find the back of the net, and when they did, it was a little too late.
Yeah, they came up a little short against Wyndham, losing 2-1. I mean, Chippy had to Wyndham, and for them to get their first win of the season, I mean, that's a program that's just trying right now to get some wins underneath their belt. So good for them to see that. You know, we had our share of wins last year. Got to work extra hard this year to get those goals up.
Now we got a really tough opponent tonight with Marshwood, because if I remember last year, we had a couple of great battles.
Yeah, we did, and we opened up the season against Marshwood this year, coming up a little short, 2-0. I mean, we were right there with them the whole game, just couldn't bury the puck.
Well, there's not much they can do other than try to put that puck in the back of the net. You saw a little more organization towards the end of the game. You saw that the passing got a little bit more crisp, and the guys were actually trying to take some quality shots.
Yeah, they did. They came out in the third period when they were down a couple of goals. They came out with a lot of aggression. I mean, they played with a lot of fight. Came up a little short, and the last game we couldn't make. This is the first time we missed the game. They came up a little short against Yarmouth 5-2, but it's nice to see they got a couple of goals. So maybe it's a stepping stone now that's time to bury the puck.
All right, Mustang fans, so this is your opportunity. We'll get yourself something to drink and a bowl of popcorn, because when we come back, it's hockey time.
Hockey contest between the visiting Marshwood Trained Hawks and your Massabesic Mustangs. Your starting lineup is as follows. For the Hawks, starting at center is number 5, Aaron Monte. Starting at left wing, number 17, Peter Legends. Starting at right wing, number 7, Andrew Rollins. On defense, starting number 16, Nick DeVoe. Also on defense, number 20, Nate Barrett. Starting in goal for the Hawks, number 34, Derek Johnson. Welcome to the rest of the Hawks. The Hawks are coached by Eric Royal, who is assisted by Cameron Marjorie and Brian Knight. The starting lineup for your Massabesic Mustangs, starting at center, number 12, Tom Biggie. Starting at number 8, number 6, Nick Biggie. Starting at right wing, number 16, Chris Pierce. On defense, we have number 8, Al Parent. Also on defense, number 13, Travis Howard. Starting in goal for the Mustangs, number 1, Bob McLeod. Mustangs are coached by Dave Castello, who is assisted by Art Brooks, Sean Grover, and Kyle Green. If you'll please rise for playing the national anthem.
ready to play some hockey. Those boys are ready to go. And the last time, Danny, we were talking, Marshwood came out and again, it was a close game. We lost 2-0. But since then, Marshwood has been out there and doing a good job.
Yeah, they're coming into this game 4-0. I mean, this is a big game for the Mustangs. I mean, if they can find a way to steal a game, get a lot of confidence. And I think their confidence will start to build as they start to score more goals, knowing that they can bury the puck, stay with these teams, and go from there.
So the boys are getting ready to set up, and they're putting themselves together, and we'll be right back to give you the drop of the puck.
Okay, we're back, Mustang fans. Drop of the puck here. Mustangs against the Marshwood Hawks. We got the Vigu boys out there. Back on defense is Alec Parent with Travis Maltby. Right wing's going to be Chris Pierce. Maltby sends it up to Pierce. Tries to get out of the zone, he can't. Goes back to Maltby, tries to kick it out. Goes behind the net. Parent sends it off the boards, tries to get to Nick Vigu, he does. Sends across ice, it's going to be an icing. So Nick Vigu tried to hit Chris Pierce for the pass, not a bad idea, just a little wide.
No, right now it looks like Marshwood's trying to put on some pressure. And Massabesic, they were breaking it out there, and the pass was just a little too far ahead of them.
So last time these two teams played opening game, Marshwood really dominated. I mean, they probably had 2 to 3 shots to 1. So Marshwood looking to set it up. Nice centering pass and goes top shelf. And just like that, nobody put a body on him. And
Nobody.
right behind the net, he's behind the net. He picked the winger crashing in, went top shelf, and you know what? They got to put bodies on these guys, because if not,
It'll be a long night.
it'll be a long night. So with 14:26 left in the first period, your Mustangs are down 1-0. So AJ Gass out there with Pat Wyman and Jordan Levesque. Gass got the puck, sends it across to Ian Wyman. Dumps in the zone to Levesque. Oh, centers it. Oh, and the Mustangs bury it. So Levesque to Wyman to Gass.
Nice.
And now at 14-12, oh, we haven't even played a minute yet. It's 1-1.
You're going to love that.
I mean, we were scratching and clawing for every goal possible the first 4 games, and a minute into it, we've got ourselves one. That's a good sign.
You're going to love that. That was like clockwork, too.
So again, Gass with the face-off. Pat Wyman dumps it in the zone. AJ Gass going to give chase. Nice hustle by Gass. He has Levesque right out front.
Brings it around.
Gives it to Pat Wyman.
Wyman looks.
Centering pass now.
Nice pass.
Beautiful play. Shot a little wide. Gass comes up with it.
Shoots it out to the point. Gets away from him.
And you don't know, I'm looking at this, the way Marshwood's playing this, they're acting like the Mustangs are on a power play, which I don't understand.
They're holding back.
Broken up by Pfeiffer. Pat Wyman's fighting the center ice. Here comes Marshwood looking to break. Swatted away by Pfeiffer. Wyman over to Levesque. To Gass. Gass dumps it in. Mustangs will look for a quick change. And here comes Marshwood. Goes by Pierce. Dumps it in the zone. Pfeiffer comes up with a backhand. Center ice. Marshwood going to set up. It's going to go back to Ian Wyman. Dumps it off the boards. Up ahead to Pierce. Tommy Vigu's got it. He's got his brother with him. Vigu boy's making a move. Oh, and Tommy couldn't get the shot off.
Nice try, though. He was working it.
Oh, and the ref just
lost the ref.
Ref down.
They were looking for a tripping penalty.
Now the Parent dumps it back into the center ice. Pierce tried to come up with a steal. Goes back to Tommy Vigu. Nick Vigu gives a swat at it. And here comes Marshwood. Maltby's gonna have to turn around, make a play here. Oh, nice pass. Couldn't get a shot off. Another centering pass. Pierce has it. Sends it up ahead to Nick Vigu. He's got Tommy with him. Gets around him. Tommy's gonna come up with a loose puck. He's got Pierce out in front. Makes a pass. Oh, Pierce couldn't bury the pass. Pierce comes up with it. Back to the point. Maltby sends it back over to Alec Parent. Takes a slap shot. Save. Oh, a tip by Nick Vigu. If you're seeing some strange things on the screen, we must have hit a button that we shouldn't have, so bear with us here. First time out, we'll see if we can get it situated. Mustangs are working the puck really well right now. Nick Vigu's got it. And there's our first penalty of the game. So Mustangs with 11:43 left in the first period are going to play a man advantage. Okay, Mustang fans, here we go. Mustangs are on the first power play. Marshwood looking to break it out short-handed. Tommy Viggy's back. They shoot up and over McClay's head. It's going to be chased by Alec Parent behind the net. Ooh, and Marshwood with a nice job of getting that puck. And McClay has to eat it up. So if we came on a little bit late, we had some technical difficulties, we might say.
I got camera angle issues here.
So if you're at an angle, it's our bad right now.
It's not your recliner.
No, it's not your recliner. Okay, here come the Mustangs looking to break it out. Here's the Gas. And Gas loses our control of it. It goes back to Tommy Viggy. Sends it across to Levette. He's got Gas breaking across. Sends it to Gas. Back to Parent. Back over to Gas. Tries to get to Pierce. He didn't have enough mustard on that one.
We're back.
Are we all set with oh, this is not a good scene right here. Oh, you know, I tell you, we caught a major break and saved by McClay. McClay came out in net trying to help out. And you know what, he caught himself.
Caught himself the last minute because he was in trouble. And then, again, I want to apologize to the fans. The camera had slid on the pedestal here and it was at an angle. So if you were trying to put some shims underneath one leg of your chair, it wasn't your fault.
I really think it was the cameraman myself.
Yeah.
Okay, 50 seconds left on the power play. Mustangs still looking for their first shot on net with this power play. So Parent's going to take the surge. Center ice. Gets hit back to Ian Wyman. Sends it up ahead to Parent. Taken by Gas. He's got... Oh, shot wide. He had Pat Wyman breaking. And the Hawks clear it. So AJ had choices. He had a choice. He had Pat Wyman breaking to his right. He chose to shoot just a little bit wide. Ian Wyman can't take control of it. Back to center ice. 17 seconds left on the power play.
Oh, no.
I tell you, right now, Paul McClay, I think he's a little sleepy-eyed, right now. He's came up with a couple of things we normally don't see him do.
To a high stick.
And again, McClay sent the puck back to the defenseman thinking he was going to grab it as the puck's floating through the crease.
They need to have a conversation about that.
Lack of communication. Okay, 9:41 left in the first period. Mustangs and the Hawks are tied, 1-1. Mad Dog Madruga with the face-off. Oh, saved by McClay. I think that hit him right in the face mask. Marshwood moving the puck well now. So Norm, last time we were here, it looks like the Mustangs made a change here. They got Mad Dog Madruga on the third line. They can't get the puck out of the zone.
They can't get it out of the zone, but there's no quality shots being taken yet, so.
Fighting by Spang. Madruga gets it and clears it out. This is going to be an icing. So luckily no damage, yeah? So Norm, right now they're pretty well evenly matched the way they're both playing.
I mean, the way things started off,
it didn't look
it was
promising.
going to be a long night for the Mustangs, and all of a sudden they came back and scored. And right now they're just duking it out.
Face-off won by Marshwood. Saved by McClay. Again, Tommy Viggy with the face-off. Got Pierce to his right, Nick Viggy to his left. Maltby's going to give chase behind the net. Sends his man into the boards. Tommy Viggy comes up with it, sends it off the boards. Goes right through Marshwood.
Marshwood's controlling the puck down that end, but they're just not getting any shots off yet. Here comes Matt back.
Tommy Viggy comes up with it. Off Viggy's skate. We're in our dead zone right now.
I got it.
There comes Marshwood, center ice, looking to break. Parent tries to break him off the puck. He still has the puck behind the net, makes a centering pass.
Another
And saved by McClay. Again, nice effort by Alec Parent, trying to get his man off the puck. Just needs to finish it though. AJ Gass with a face-off. Goes back to Ian Wyman. Sends it up ahead. Levesque has it. Gets it out of the zone. Back to center ice. Here comes Marshwood. They dump it in the zone. Chased by Ian Wyman behind the net. Looking for Pat Wyman off the boards. Stolen by Marshwood. Very similar to last year, Norm. The thing with the Mustangs, they go in spurts.
Yep.
And if they're going to win these games, they have to play a full 45 minutes. Brandon Pfeiffer giving chase down low. Gass gives chase. Marshwood still has the puck. Put a Pat Wyman off the boards. Goes back to the point. Slap shot. Goes high.
Behind the net. That should be outside the zone, right?
The Mustangs are having a hard time getting it out of their zone. But Norm, a lot of positives I'm seeing right now is because we were fighting so hard for that first goal, and to see us get one this early in the game, and to know we scored 2 the last game is a good thing.
Nah, I like what's happening right now.
Malby gives chase. He gets thrown into the boards.
Nice save.
And the thing is, he tries to give a pass up to Pierce, and there's a Marshwood guy right there waiting for it. You know, he can turn and go opposite direction. So face-off goes back to Maltby.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Nick Viggy makes a steal. We're gonna have a 2-on-2. He dumps it back into the zone. We're gonna have a penalty here on Marshwood.
They're calling it on Massabesic.
Oh, my bad.
They're calling a high stick on Massabesic. And the part that what I saw was the Marshwood defender actually put his stick under the Massabesic player's stick, picked it up in the air, and it happened to hit the Marshwood player, so therefore they called the high stick.
So your Mustangs going to be short-handed here with 7:01 left in the first period. They're going to get it out of the zone. AJ Gass dumps it back into the Marshwood zone. Pat Wyman's going to give chase. He goes back to Gass. He dumps it right back into the zone. So your short-handed situation is going to be Gass, Pat Wyman, Alec Parent, and Ian Wyman. Oh, stolen by Pat Wyman. Gets it back out of the zone, back to center ice. Pat Wyman's being a big pest right now. The things the Mustangs need to do. Parent sends it around the boards. Gets out of the zone. And Ian Wyman's just going to clear it. Oh, trickles back into the Mustang zone. Oh, takes a blistering slap shot.
There's the shot on net.
Right on net. And that's not a bad thing.
Nope. You've never known the goalie sleeping. Yeah, that'll be 6 men on the ice.
Beautiful. So just like that, great job by the Mustangs to kill this penalty off. Now we're going to be even strength, and we'll have a power play for the last 58 seconds.
Now, to explain what the penalty was, one of the plays was coming off the ice, where another play was coming on, and the puck hit the player coming off the ice.
Exactly.
So therefore, they get called with too many men.
Great job by the Mustangs.
Yep.
So Levesque's going to take this face off with Pierce to his right. Pfeiffer back in the point with Ian Wyman. Okay, Ian Wyman gets the puck, sends it back out of the zone. And that's offside by Marshwood. See, I'm surprised they're not calling that intention going way down, because he's seen his man right there. Pfeiffer tries to backhand it out of the zone. He does, and he'll be chased by Levesque. So right now we're 4-on-4. Marshwood looking to set up. Levesque gives chase. Well, Marshwood goes right around Brandon. Saved by McClay, goes back to the point.
Nice save.
Another nice save, goes behind the net. Ian Wyman comes up with it. Sends it off the board to Pierce. He can't come up with it. Oh, Pierce does make the steal now. He's up ahead to Levesque. We have a 2-on-1. Back to Pierce. Takes a shot, save. Beautiful pass by Levesque to Pierce. And that's going to be an icing on Marshwood. Beautiful.
Nice setup.
Beautiful setup
They were
from
short-handed.
Levesque to
They were
Pierce.
short-handed. They made the quick. And now they're going to be on the power play in 3 seconds.
So with 5:04 left in the first period, your Mustangs are knotted up 1-1. Again, Levesque with a face-off. Pierce behind him with Alec Parent and Brandon Pfeiffer.
Oh, shot right on.
And that's not a bad thing either. Having a face-off go right to the goalie. If the goalie's not ready for it, it can trickle right underneath him for the old 5-hole. So Mustangs change it up with Tommy Viggy for Brandon Pfeiffer. Goes back to Pierce. Oh, nice shot, save. Mustangs gonna be on the power play. They dump it in the zone. Goes back to Gas. He sends it up to Parent with a slap shot.
Oh, off the player in front. Another shot on.
Behind the net. The Marshwood's gonna clear it. Nice opportunity by the Mustangs. They're looking a lot more crisper right now, Norm, on this power play. Pierce, up ahead to Gas. He's got Levesque with him. Still has the puck. Takes a shot. Oh,
nice.
shot, a little
Nice
high. Pierce comes up with it. Dumps it around the zone. Parent keeps it in. Comes to center ice. Chased by Tommy Viggy. Dumps it in the zone. Mustangs gonna touch and go. We're going to send it right back down to McClay. We have 6 seconds left, so we're going to be even strength now with the next 4:05 left in the first period. So if it's going off the ref, Norm, that means we're a man down.
How does that happen?
They had a man advantage.
Oh, nice shot.
Did you see? I have to laugh at that play because
That was a
Alec
shot.
Parent was at our blue line, and he took a slap shot right at the goalie, and he had to make a save up in his chest.
He had to make a save, and it was about pole high. it might have gone up the high pole and went in. Is that the high pole?
That was the first. I haven't seen that.
Oh, no.
Oh, here comes Marshwood. They have a 2-on-1. Pfeiffer's back with him. Oh, and he breaks it up. Nice play by Brandon Pfeiffer. Puts his man into the boards. Chased by Gas. Pfeiffer comes up with it. Tries to hit Gas. Goes back to Pfeiffer. Oh, that's a hand pass. He got away with that. Well, they missed a couple tonight.
Yeah.
Now it's to our advantage on that play. Ian Wyman. Cross ice to Levesque. Goes back to Brandon Pfeiffer. Tries to get out of the zone. Back in. Not enough mustard on it. Goes back to Marshwood. Shot wide.
Top shelf, too.
Marshwood with a nice centering pass. Saved by McClay. So, you know, Norm, it took McClay a little bit of time to get going.
Yeah.
He looks like his old self again. But I tell you, you missed the opening game when we played Marshwood. They're looking a lot tighter than they did the first time they played.
Yeah.
And the difference being, too, they didn't have a Tommy Viggy the first game.
That's right. Puck
Goes back to Pierce.
Pierce got it.
Makes a nice move. Gets it out of the zone. Takes a slap shot right on net. And you know what? One thing I'm seeing about this team right now, Norm, there's not such thing as a bad shot. They're shooting everything right on net. They're making the goalie work.
So we have a face-off now in the Marshwood zone. Nice
Pierce
shot
with
on.
another shot. Goes back to the point.
That'll be
And that's
icing.
going to be an icing.
Nope.
But no, McClay comes up, makes a play, dumps it off the board, out of the zone to Pierce. You have to put a body on him. They dump it into the zone. Parent to Pierce. He can't get it out of the zone. And that will come out of the Mustang zone. So Norm, I'm going to try something now. I'm going to try the camera work, even though I'm told at home, do not touch the camera.
Well,
I'm going to switch it up now.
I wasn't doing that great. I caught myself a few times zoning into the play. Puck goes back. Marshwood now, try to dump it in. Mustangs got to get it out of that zone. Marshwood, good passes. Oh, pass right across the front of the net and doesn't get picked up. Here comes Massabesic. Nope, goes to the point. Point swings it back in. But no, Gas has got it. Shuffles it over. Nice shot. And save. Wyman wanted that. He wanted that all the way. Two minutes to go in this period. All knotted at one, guys. Marshwood breaks out of the zone. Byford tries to get in there. Here comes Marshwood again. They're breaking on the net. Nice pass. And nice save by McClay. He was completely fooled as that pass.
Diving save.
That
by
pass
McClay.
was right on the money, and the Marshwood player couldn't hold it because he would have dumped it in the back of the net. It was that simple. Puck goes back to the point. Slap shot, low, saved by McClay. Back again, deflected. Comes out to the point. Puck goes back behind the net. Marshwood putting a lot of pressure on right now. Keeping the puck at the back of the net. Here we go. Maltby with it. Nope, comes out. Shot on McClay. He dives on it.
No wonder my wife doesn't let me film. I'm terrible.
You're not doing it that bad.
You haven't seen the tape yet.
I know. Wait till you see my filming. Mad Dog Madruga will be here. He had to make a run for some equipment. Puck goes to the point. Slap shot saved by McClay. Back in. Oh, again, the net was wide open. Marshwood couldn't take advantage of it. Puck gets dumped back in the zone. Massabesic with it. Puts it off the board. Goes back over. Marshwood really putting a lot of pressure on. Parent tries to sweep away at it. He turns around, stops quick in the back of the net, caught McClay trying to go to the other side and turned it right back around.
Too much pressure by the Hawks.
Yeah.
Again, like I said earlier, it seems like the Mustangs go in spurts. When they go in a spurt, they have a quality opportunity shot, but not enough.
Yeah. 51 seconds to go. It'll be 2-1 so far. Marshwood. Marshwood takes a quick lead here. Puck goes back. Yeah, we're in our dead zone. Puck's right below us. Some good hitting going on. Puck breaks out. Oh, he get hauled down. That'll be a penalty on Marshwood coming up. Lyman with it. Oh, shot right across the bottom of the net. Massabesic still with the puck. Oh, gets by him. Luckily. It'll be a penalty. It'll be a trip on Marshwood, so it'll be 2 minutes. So we'll go into the second period with a power play. There's 13 seconds left to go in this period.
So Mustang fans, the reason there was nobody in net
is when there's a penalty on the other play, you know the whistle's going to stop play. The minute that the opposing team touches the puck. So when that happens, they pull the goalie. Right?
So as soon as Marshwood touches the puck, it's a whistle.
It's a whistle. All right. 13 seconds. See if Mustangs can get a shot off here. Puck goes back to the point. Parent, big slap shot. Nice save. And Gas was all over that.
Four seconds left in the first period.
Puck gets out of the zone. McClay took off, and that'll be the end of the first period. So your Mustangs are, they held a 1-1 game going for most of the period, and with 50 seconds left, Marshwood found the back of the net. It's 2-1, but Massabesic will start the second period with 1:47 of power play to go with, Dan.
You know, and I like their chances with this power play. They moved the puck really well during the power play opportunities, and I mean, as we've seen, they can bury the puck now. It's just a matter of confidence. They worked the puck really well early in the first period, They just have to find it for 15 minutes, not in spurts.
And I'm seeing it like you. It looks like they're being told there's no such thing as a bad shot, because when they get a chance, they're firing that puck on the net. Where before they were playing with it a lot. The game before against Wyndham, they had a lot of opportunities, but they decided to make that one extra pass, and it just wasn't there.
Right, and that's the thing. I mean, look, we seen Alec Parent from our blue line take a slap shot right on
But the goalie
net.
had to make a save.
He had to make a beautiful save. So
Yeah.
it's good to see that they're being more aggressive.
All right, Mustang fans, refill that soda cup and repop another bag of popcorn. We'll be back with the second period. Okay, Mustang fans, we're back, and now we've got Mad Dog Madruga on the camera, so you might get a better picture this time.
Yeah, a lot better picture. For the last 4 minutes of the first period, if it was brutal, you can thank me for that.
Yes, that would be Dan Albert.
It goes back to Mad Dog. Back to Gas, takes a swipe at it, goes back to the point, the Parent. Back over to Vigu.
Massabesic working a power play right now.
Sends it across to Pierce. Back to Vigu, takes a shot.
Oh, nice job.
Oh, Mad Dog took a swat at that. I don't know if he would have waved that off of a high stick.
He might have.
It was up there.
So Mustang's working the puck well early in this power play situation. And Gas with the face-off.
Marshwood tries to clear. They put it in the. Oh,
Clear it
God.
out of the zone.
I thought they put it in the bench.
Tommy Vigu comes up with a puck. He's gonna skate it up. Still has a puck, center ice. Dumps it into the zone, chased by Gas. Behind the net.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Trickles back to the
Oh, he
goalie.
puts it right
Center
up
pass,
front.
Nobody home.
Oh, that would have been, that's too bad.
That was a beautiful setup right there.
Nobody in the slot. I don't think anybody expected the puck to come up there.
I know.
Play sends it up to Tommy Vigu. Tries to hit Mad Dog Madruga, a little wide. That's going to be an icing.
So he's going to get a stick on that. Just touch
Again,
up.
spurts.
Yep.
They got to find a way to be smooth an entire. If they were smooth an entire period, they'd be deadly.
Well, and again, it's every game's an improvement. You know, okay. Think of the Wyndham game, and look what you're seeing now. Massabesic now takes the puck. Massabesic has 45 seconds on the power play. They're just going to take it out of the zone.
The net behind the net.
And here they come.
Sends
Pass
it
it
across to
across.
Ian Wyman. Oh, he gets thrown into the boards.
Lost his stick. He's looking for it.
Madruga takes it, sends it into the zone. Marshall's just going to ice it. Down to 25 seconds left in this power play. Karen has it. He's going to make a surge. Sends it across to Pierce.
Pierce has still got it. Tries to.
Swats it into the zone, chased by Levesque.
Fighting for
Down
it
to
in the
9
corner.
seconds left in the power play.
He's being tied up right now in the corner.
That's exactly what Marshwood wants to do. They just want
They should do.
and they're going to be even strength now. Full strength for Marshwood. Oh, saved by Pierce. Nice play by Pierce. Takes a slap shot.
Oh, nice
shot!
job!
Right.
Oh, another shot up front!
Madruga couldn't bury it, then Levesque.
All right, sorry, we had technical difficulties.
Again, this.
Might have been me stomping on the floor. Missing
Okay,
that
so
shot.
if you didn't have a game on and you heard us.
Oh, that kid
missed
right
it.
in the-
He,
right
he,
in the slot.
he had a
open
wide
net.
open
net.
net. Wide open.
Mustangs are trying to get it out of the zone. They can't. Oh, Levesque almost had a breakaway situation.
Still does. Right on the
Mike
stick.
dropped the Levesque. He's got Nick Gagne trailing. Oh, they can't make the play. Goes back to Pfeiffer. Back to center ice. Nice cut pass for Marshwood. Oh, that gives him a shoulder.
Marshwood still looking, still trying to get it out. Massabesic trying to break it. Back to the point for Marshwood. Slap shot saved by McClay.
So during that period where we lost all filming ability, we had a blackout. We should say we had our first blackout of the year. That was if you could have seen our panic mode.
It wasn't pretty.
It might have been me stomping on the floor from missing that shot. Probably was.
So here comes Massabesic now, trying to dig the puck out from the corner. Marshwood putting a lot of pressure right now.
He sends his man into the boards. Chased by Parent. Marshwood still with control of the puck behind the net. Back to Maltby.
And that clears.
It's going to be an icing. It won't make it, so this will not be an icing.
They swing it around the back of the net.
Mustangs make a change.
That will be an icing. Oh, it might be on net. Yep.
So a little sloppy by both teams right now to start off the second period. You know, we're down 2-1 in this game. Had our opportunities, and Marshwood's had their opportunities, as we see.
They've had some wide open net shots.
Yeah, that kid over there, he was probably going to read that over.
You'll see that. You'll see that one tonight in his
He'll
sleep.
be dreaming about that play tonight.
He had nothing but net.
Marshwood going to break it out. Maltby's back with Parent.
Goes to the back of the net. Massabesic breaks it out.
Ahead to Levesque.
Nice
Crosses
pass.
that Wyman. He's got one man to beat. He goes wide. Still has the puck. Makes the second.
Gets pulled down.
There's a trip.
I was hoping that would be.
So again, the Mustangs going to have a power play situation with 10:34 left in the second period.
Good play. Good play.
That was a smart move by Pat Wyman, going wide, making the defenseman commit, and he had to trip him.
Yeah, you had to pull him. So Mustangs back on the power play.
A.J. Gass with the face-off. Here's to his right, goes back to Tommy Biggie, takes a slap shot.
Wow.
Goes high, up over the net. Gass gives chase. Oh, here comes Marshwood. Chased by Parent. Sends it out to Pierce. Tommy Biggie's going to take it. Skates up ahead. He's got Mad Dog Madruga up with him. He can't get control. Marshall's going to take a shot right here. It makes a nice move.
Dangerous, guys.
Dangerous. Okay, Madruga with it now. He's trying to punch at it. He kicks at it. He's doing whatever he can to get the puck out of the zone.
Goes to Parent. He's got Pierce up ahead. Made a centering pass, but to the wrong team. Here comes Marshwood again. Shot saved by McClay. He loses it.
Wow.
He had no idea where that puck was.
Puck went up in the air, then he lost it.
Up in the
I was
air.
afraid it was going to come down and hit his head and go in.
Another save by McClay. You know, they're getting all the shots, and it's our power play.
Well, again, Massabesic just not taking the time to look ahead. Here we go.
Parent up ahead, tries to hit Gas. Down to 35 seconds left.
Goes all the way around to Madruga. Madruga's gonna dump it back. Try to
Look
hit.
up. Gotta look up. These guys are just hitting the puck. They're not looking up.
The Mustangs make a quick change. They have 23 seconds left in this power play.
Why did he try to?
Yeah, they just were not in sync. They were not in sync on that.
They're trying to force something that's not there.
Yeah, you gotta look up. You gotta have a guy to hit to.
So they have 20
20
seconds left in the power play. 8:54 left in the second period. Mustangs are down 2-1.
Marshwood breaks in again. They're putting the pressure on.
Goes back to Levesque. Up ahead to Pat Wyman, just off the stick.
Puck goes behind the net. Wyman with it.
To Levesque. One last search, 2 seconds left in the power play. Even straight now for Marshwood. Marshwood did a great job of killing that penalty.
Yeah, they did.
Ian Wyman tries to hit Pat Wyman, streaking across, and just a little wide.
Puck goes behind the Marshwood net now. Marshwood looking to break out. Quick pass.
Stolen by Levesque.
Marshwood steals it back. It's going to be a 4-on-2.
That's what we call, they got numbers. Saved by McClay.
Marshwood out front of the net again. It goes right by.
Trickles all the way down to the Marshwood goalie. Goes back to Brandon Pfeiffer. Sends it up ahead to Gas. Gas has an opportunity here. Goes around the ref. Takes a shot, save. He had a bad angle there. I think if he could have made a pass over to Pat Wyman. But one thing he did well, though, he used the goalie to his, the referee to his advantage.
That's right.
He went around the referee.
Well, you got to use every screen you can. Marshwood now.
Oh,
nice
stolen
steal
by
by
Gas.
Gas.
Takes a quick
Oh,
shot.
nice
Save.
shot.
Stick save. It hit the top of his stick.
Up into the netting.
Nice hustle by AJ Gas. So the game that we missed, AJ Gas buried it. And we,
Yeah, I know.
we missed that.
I know. Puck goes back. Parrott pokes it ahead. Quick shot on.
Quick shot on net. And again, Norm, we were talking about earlier, they're shooting the puck a lot quicker now. They're not fooling around the puck. They're taking any shot they can right on net.
Gas is going to take a break. Madruga's coming in. Puck goes past the point.
That's going to be an icing.
Yep. I'm surprised to see Marshwood do that. They usually not icing like that. The last time we played them down in Dover, they were.
Yeah.
No,
They didn't really
had
ice the
the
puck.
upper hand, that's for sure. The way they played the last game, but
I think we're making them a little nervous.
They're tired.
back to Madruga, back to Parent, takes a slap
Oh,
shot.
nice
Save.
shot.
Pierce was
Oh,
right
Pierce
there.
couldn't get his stick on that.
Pierce was right there, too.
Keep them
Oh.
It's cleaned out. He is hurt too. Malpy is down.
He's not moving real fast.
Malpy basically, he just crawled off the ice. I mean, he got level.
Yeah, I probably should have been boarding. There was no glass there or nothing.
Here comes Tommy, you're looking to break. He's up Pierce up ahead with him. There's going to be an offsides.
Malpy's in bad shape. He's laying down on the ice.
He took a shot right into the boards.
Yeah.
And I mean, it took everything he could just to get off the ice.
Kind of bent.
Looked like he got the boards right in the lower ribs.
May call it. I don't know.
Referee's over there explaining why there was no call.
Malpy's still crouched down. He's finally starting to get up now.
Here we go.
So here we go. 6:52 left in the second period. Your Mustangs are down 2-1 to the Marshwood Hawks. Back to center ice, taken by Gas. Oh, he can't get control. Here comes Marshwood again. Goes around Parents, takes around back in the net.
Nice job. They still have it.
Centering pass. And Wyman has it. Has no back up ahead with him. Takes a slap shot. But it was deflected. He couldn't get it back to the goalie. So chased by Parent. He had Levesque crashing with him. He couldn't get it over to him. He was thinking shot the whole way.
Oh, Parrott gets his pocket pick.
That was dangerous.
They still can't get out of the zone. Saved by McClay. Shot up over the net.
Oh, he gets thrown to the ice.
The Wyman boys throwing their bodies around now.
They will.
It's a free-for-all.
Thank God that hit the net.
He hit the wrong net.
We needed a whistle.
And right now, I just think you've seen the Mustangs getting a little frustrated, just throwing their bodies all over the place.
Yeah, things are getting a little chippy out there right now. It's still only 2-1. There's a great game going on
Travis
here.
is up walking, but he's going off the edge. So that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malpy's going to go back to the locker
He's
room.
walking on his own. He's not hunched over.
And here comes Marshall again. Saved by McClay.
Oh, loose puck. That was a blessing.
A lot of pushing going on after the whistle. As
Yeah.
you said, they're getting very chippy.
Well, they're pushing their luck. I mean, an aggressive team will do that.
And unless the
They'll push it.
referees
Get it under
make a
control.
call,
Yeah,
it's
they-
going to
It all,
continue.
it all starts with Malpy getting boarded like that and then getting hurt, and the rest of the team says we're going to get one back.
A good team will push it, but they need
And
to
the
know.
ref's talking to them right now in the face-off. Matt Wyman sends it up there to Nick Vigure. He can't get control of it. Marshall looking to set up, center ice. Goes back to Ian Wyman. Taken by Tommy Vigure. Back to Ian Wyman. And here comes Marshall. 2-on-2. Nice play.
What?
Oh, no, That's a terrible call.
That
That's
was
a terrible call.
no.
That was a great defensive play by Ian Wyman.
He actually had the stick on the
They're
puck.
calling a tripping. Yep.
He is calling a triple, and then you know what? Not because we're Stank fans up here, but I tend to disagree with that.
Nah, he had put the stick on the puck.
He's playing the puck. Technically, if you're playing it when you're playing the puck like that,
They usually let it go.
So Mustang's gonna be a man down with 5:20 left in the second period. Brandon Pfeiffer just ices the puck, clears out of the zone, chased by Pat Warren. Sends his man into the board. Oh, and he just get cleaned out. Oh no, that's and Pat Warren just got cleaned out, and he's going out.
Pat stayed down for a second. Good for him.
But the thing that worries me about Pat Wyman, he stayed down for it, but he was out with a concussion a couple games ago, and he's saying a few choice words.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
He's gone. They actually take that player right out of the.
You know, this is the second time we played this team, and they've had a man ejected. Last year, same team.
Yeah. That was a retaliation hit. That's what they call that, right?
Oh yeah, they went up in because he made a nice check on his man behind the net, and he just came up and leveled him.
From behind.
So the referees are trying to get a hold of this game before it gets way out of hand.
And it's a smart thing. So we got 5:05 left to go. So I got to find out what's the call going to be.
That's a hit from behind, or if they're calling a boarding, or
It's a misconduct. It's got to be a misconduct.
yeah, because he's gone for the game. That means he'll be gone for next game also.
Right. It's a major.
So I could go right down.
We're gonna get the call live.
That's why I moved the clamps.
I thought we were gonna get
Hear
live.
anything?
Yeah, 5-minute major.
Did you say what it was for? Or?
4-on-4 right now. Yeah, we're gonna have 4-on-4.
I don't know what it was for.
I'm sure it was boarding. But
Had to be. It had to be unsportsmanlike.
Goes around to Levesque. He's gonna send it back to Parent. Back to Levesque.
nice
Back
pass.
across to Brandon Pfeiffer.
Somebody
Just off the
cover.
stick to the slap shot. He couldn't get everything on it. Goes back to Pfeiffer. Oh, he tries a backhand. He couldn't get to it.
Use your body. That's it.
Pfeiffer dumps it
That's
back
it.
into the zone. Chased by Levesque. And then comes Marshwood. They're going to break it out. Oh, look at this. It trickles right out to him. Saved by McClay.
Nice job.
On the breakaway.
Oh, back to the point. It's not what they wanted to do.
Pfeiffer up ahead to Levesque. Trickles off the stick. Back to center ice. 4-on-4 right now, so they're both even straight.
Right. It won't be for long.
The parents going to give chase behind the net. We're going to set something up. Makes
That's a good move. I like that. I like those
Sends it
reverses.
across the Levesque, off the boards, dumps it into the zone. It's going to be an icing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow, that barely made the red line.
it did.
It barely trickled to the red line.
He could have waved it off knowing that the Marshwood player could have got up to it, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was trickling. Usually it's that light like that, though.
It's funny. It's funny. Sometimes they will call them, and sometimes they won't.
Yeah.
they have a mind of their own.
And I hate that.
Look on the weather.
Nice to see Pat Wyman
Nice
back
pass.
up
Oh,
here.
he
Taking
hit
that net.
Pierce and Pierce just couldn't keep going with the puck.
Oh, Seven pass, and just like that. It all came down to it. It hit our own man, stayed in the zone.
He was wide open,
One
too.
pass and
Wide open.
There we go.
One-timer. 4-on-4. You got to stay in the box. Should be still 4-on-4.
Right.
AJ can't come out.
yeah, he's still 4-on-4. So we're going with 3:42 left.
Why do we
in
got two
second
guys in the
period.
box?
We're down
I don't know.
3-1.
I think why we got two guys in the box. They got two guys in the box? Just one. Somebody should be serving his. Well, that guy got ejected, so
Right.
somebody's going to serve his penalty. I'm not sure why. Unless we got something because of misconduct or something, you know.
Well, there was nothing but Marshwood there.
Still has the puck. Skating in. He's gonna try to get a shot off.
Oh!
Left it off the Marshwood.
Goalie had
plate.
no idea where the puck
You know
was.
what? That was deflecting right in the right direction. Okay, Mustang's gonna have the man advantage with 3:03 left in the second period. Across the big U. Taken by Gas. We really need to set something up here. Head to Pierce.
Pierce.
Gotta look up.
Pierce he didn't even look. He just tried to hit the puck where he thought a man would be, and gave it right to the Marshwood player.
Piper's got it.
Oh,
He had Again, there wasn't sloppy on this.
Here comes Gas.
Gas has the puck. Goes around his man. Goes back to Pat Wyman. Sends it back to the point. Big U dumps it back in.
Nice shot on.
Chased by Gas.
Hang on to it as long as he can.
Comes back to Tommy Vigil. Makes a move. He still has control of the puck.
Hurry up. Don't lose it.
Goes back out to Parent. 2:02 left in the power play.
He whiffed on
Tries
it.
to hit a slap shot and whiffs on it. Mike the Marshwood now looking at him. 2-on-1.
Nice save by McClay.
Eats it up. And Norm, again, second time we see this, they're getting the quality shots on the power play.
Oh,
And in the first period, we had a beautiful power play working.
Well, it just seems that the Mustangs have forgotten how to get that power play rolling, and they're not having any success in setting it up. And when they do, somebody makes a pass that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Nice draw pass by Marshwood.
And again, swatting at the puck, no one's taking control.
That almost went in.
Yeah, it came off his stick and right into his chest.
No, it hit his stick and it
Rolled up over.
Yeah, it almost went right up through the pads. I saw a gap. I'm like, oh boy.
Okay, Levesque's gonna take the face off. Off the shin pad. Here comes Leveque. He's got Madruga with him. Oh, takes a shot, save. Pierce can't bury the rebound. Oh, Leveque feels frustrated because he had a golden opportunity. He took a nice shot, but he shot right at him, yeah.
I think he probably would have been better off to pass it because the defense was caught back.
All right, so AJ Gas now will take the face off.
Oh no, McClay! That's the second time we've seen McClay do that this game. Just nonchalant with the puck.
He's done that.
And he had to make a heck of a diving save.
Yeah, just to get there.
No need of that. Come on.
Sends it over to Parent. Parent's got Pierce up the head. Pass wide. That's going to be an icing. Again, just missing their passes.
It's really weird because of Pierce's height and his gait. He looks like he's not even skating. You know what I mean? But he's covering ice, but he has a very long. He doesn't have a short.
And if I'm not mistaken,
stride.
he's their leading scorer right now.
Yeah.
With 2 goals this year.
He's due to throw one. He's due to throw one in there.
Taken by Leveque. He has Pat Wyman up ahead. Oh, he tries a backhand pass. Not enough mustard on it. Marshwood's going to try something.
I love that expression. Not enough mustard. Not ketchup. Mustard.
Not bad.
Up the center ice. Goes back to Big U.
Oh, look at
stolen
that.
by Marshwood.
Again,
Makes
another-
a move.
Man, he stick handled it way too long.
Saved by McQuaid. Kicks back behind the net. Back to Leveque. Needs some help with it. Makes a move. Up ahead to Pat Wyman.
Pierce had it.
Sends his man to the boards.
Back to
4
Wyman.
seconds left in the power play. So go back to Ian Wyman. Sends it across to Tommy Vignew. Can't keep it in the zone. Even strength now, both teams.
That'll be the end of the period too.
stick handle it. Throw it on net when there's 2
So-
seconds left.
So you know, Norm, I think you're seeing the Mustangs hanging their head right now a little bit because they had a 5-minute power play situation.
Was that, yeah,
3.5.
3.5 minutes. 3 minutes.
Because we had a minute.
So my
now.
bad, 3.5, and the coach is gathering the boys up right now to have a word with them to let them know it's 3-1. They're still in this game.
Right.
It's just a matter of execution.
And that's all it is. It's just putting it together. They're having a hard time to put it together. There's a lot of swatting at the puck, we call it, because they're not really. They don't have any urgency. They're just swatting at the puck. You guys have got a whole period to go here. Set something up. Make the quality shot. But I mean, we've talked about this a number of times. We got guys that are just giving the puck up. They're not, to Rick's point, they're not putting their head up before they make the pass. They're assuming that the play's in the right spot and they throw the puck out there.
Pass
It's the
it to
Marshwood
the-
guy.
Right,
Pass it
right.
to the other team.
Right.
They're trying a nice touch pass, but look where you're making the touch pass.
Yeah.
Where is it going to? If it's going to the Marshwood player,
See,
Not
Travis
helping.
has got his helmet back on. Did he play it all after?
I
no, I
haven't
didn't see
seen
him back out there.
But he had his
So you
helmet.
know, Mustang fans, we have another period to go. We're only down 3-1.
Let's
see
see.
if we can score. We can play with this, boys. Just a matter of execution.
That's right. So we'll be right back to bring you the third and final period. All right, Mustang fans, here we are, the third and final period. Your Mustangs down 3-1, but they're coming out a little energized, Dan.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Wyndham game. They came out with a ball of fire. What they drank a bunch of
I don't know, but
5-hour
they're ready.
energy or something in the locker
But
room.
they're ready.
Here we go. Gas with a face off. Levesque to his right. Pat Wyman to his left. Marshwood breaks out with it. Takes a quick shot. Save McClay.
Is that what the first period was like? What was it, the whole? Was it that
Similar.
quick?
Yeah, it was quick.
It's that quick.
Yeah, that was 6 seconds shot on that. How long does it take to score a goal?
Oh, shot on that again. Almost went on that.
Gas fights down low with it. Behind the net. Goes back to the point. Shot deflected off Pfeiffer. Here comes Gas. He can't get it out of the zone.
It's a stick around his net. Oh, that's going to be a slash.
Who's the slash on Norm? I didn't
On
see that.
Massabesic.
We haven't hit the puck yet.
So not only are the Mustangs down 3-1, going to be a man down with 14:27 left in the third period.
And that's too bad.
So Ian Wyman's going to take a seat here for 2
That
minutes.
quickly takes the wind out of your sails.
Yeah, it does.
Mulvey's back out there.
Malpe's back out there. Nice to see him out there.
Yeah, because he looked like a wounded soldier the way he came off the ice.
He was hurting the way he crawled off the ice. Puck goes back. Now the Mustangs have got to kill a penalty.
Chased by Malpe. Sends it up ahead. Goes back to the point. Shot by Marshwood. Save McClay. So Marshwood changed up a couple players.
Oh, nice stick. Oh, yes. What was that for?
I
I don't know. Quick whistle. I don't know what he's calling.
Stop the clock, maybe?
Oh, they might have forgotten something.
Trip. They're gonna call that a trip.
Wow, they're going to send Gas out for that.
Well, we got possession of it. We got the puck. Maybe it's on Marshwood. Yeah, it's on Marshwood.
It's going to be
It's
on Marshwood. And that looked like it was going to be on.
Okay, they touched the puck like 3 times. How come they
So they're
didn't?
calling it interference.
Yeah.
Marshwood coach is not happy with this call.
Was that what that I heard?
He's calling it interference.
Yeah.
And the way it looked, he was calling a tripping on,
I thought it was
on
on
AJ Gas.
Yeah.
And I tell you,
Well, that's better. 4-on-4 is better than 5-on-3.
the Marshwood coach is going to get a penalty, unsportsmanlike, if he doesn't
Calm down. Yeah.
shut his trap, should I say?
Yeah, he's got to calm down.
Zip it.
Settle down, buddy.
Goes back to Parent.
I
Sends
like
it
to
across
see-
the Maltby.
I like to see
It's a
Parents
slap
slap
shot.
shot.
Yeah.
4-on-4, so nobody should be icing it.
Maltby dumps it into the zone.
I think Marshwood forgets it's 4-on-4.
Stolen by Pat Wyman. It comes down. Oh, Marshwood looking to break now. Nice hustle by Pat Wyman to get back. Maltby's going to give chase. Looks like to me right now, Norm,
Yeah.
Maltby looks a little gun shy.
Well, wouldn't you be?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, anytime the puck comes around him, he's kind of getting rid
When
of
you
it.
have to crawl off the ice,
No.
the next time you step on it, you're a little gingerly about it. You know what I mean? Back to
Parent breaks it up.
Up
You gotta
again.
look up. When you-
Aaron,
you know,
just hit the puck. They
hit
got
the
they
puck.
got to pay attention to what's going on.
Marshwood takes a shot wide. Taken by Parent behind the net. Mustang's looking to break it out.
You see that? He looked up and there was nobody there, so he
He's going
hung
to
on
take a
to
slap
it.
shot, a little wide. Goes off the boards.
Yeah,
Takes by
it's a
Levesque.
bit outside.
Goes back to Maltby. Keeps it in. Dumps it back into the zone.
Oh, watch the high stick.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that. They were battling there on the boards.
Goes back up to Maltby. Makes a
Maltby's
diving
move.
play. Nice play by
Nice
Maltby.
move. That was a really good move.
Oh, kept
Oh,
it
nice save.
by Parent. Keeps it in again. He's going to take a slap shot. Oh, he couldn't get everything on it. The Marshwood player held the stick back so he couldn't get that slap shot off. He was looking to let it rip.
He was too. He was winding her up, so to speak.
So Viggy breaks out with it. Sends it up ahead to his brother Nick Viggy. Goes back to Tommy. Goes wide, looking to break it out. He's got Tommy breaking Nick breaking out front. Makes it. No, he still has the puck. Oh, he has his brother right there. He couldn't get it. He waited a little bit too long.
Yeah.
He's got to make that pass a lot sooner. Yeah, Nick just camping out in front of the goalie. Parent's gonna give chase. Sends it off the boards, up ahead to Pierce. He gets it out of the zone.
Again,
Marshwood's hanging on to it. They got a penalty to kill. They're doing good. Too many men.
Is that too many men?
Yeah.
6 men.
He was going to the bench. He was going to the bench. He wasn't playing. But because the puck was right there,
yeah, that's what happened.
That's the same situation that happened to Marshwood
Yeah,
earlier.
exactly.
that was. I think that was kind of a bad call. I really do. He was playing. He was going to the bench. But because the puck was right there.
Because the puck was there, you got to call it. So now,
Yeah,
Massabesic will be on the power play for the
Marshwood.
man down.
That should be a
Yeah, right.
power play here with 11:31 left in the third period.
Puck goes back. Marshwood trying to center it.
Goes back to Levesque. He can
Levesque,
turn.
he's
He has
breaking out.
time. He's going to skate with it. Makes a move. Nice play. Sends it back to Ian Wyman. Just killing time right now. No hurry. Sends it all the way into the
That
Marshwood
was
zone.
dangerous, but it did work.
And you hear the Marshall yelling, coach yelling, we have a power play. Goes back to Maltby. He's going to send it right back down to the Marshall zone. Chased by Pierce. Let's go back to Ian Wyman. He's going to turn it. I think he's going to give it a slap shot right here. Gets it out of the zone all the way
Nice
back
job.
down. Nice job right now by the Mustangs. Pierce going to give chase behind the net. He better get on his horse and get back in this play. Oh, he goes right around Maltby,
Nice
save
by
the play.
So they've got one quality shot at the power play, and the Mustangs got a minute out of it.
And the Mustangs have looked good killing this penalty right now.
They got to stay out of the box, though. They got to find a way to, when they clear this penalty, is to try to keep everything going for them. Marshwood now, to the point. They try to keep it in, they do.
Parent tries to get it out of the zone. Goes right back to Marshwood.
Oh,
Goes
just
shot
took us
wide. Centering pass. Gas takes it. Clears it out of the zone.
Maybe a high stick on Marshwood.
Yeah.
How's that work?
That was a high stick. Yeah,
Face
'cause
off down here.
Right.
yeah, Gas turned around, gave a slap shot, deflected
And
off
tipped
the
it.
Marshwood
Yeah, stick.
defenseman. Yeah.
So that's good. We'll take a whistle down there.
43 seconds left to go. Mustangs have Done a good job killing this penalty so far. Be nice to see Perrin get a slap shot here.
Goes back to Ian Wyman. Dumps it in the zone. Back to Gas. Oh, he's going to come up with a puck. Oh, he's got to go to a backhand shot, though. That's where you can't rely on your forehand. Go to your backhand. Ian Wyman sends it around the zone. Clears it out of the zone. Goes back to Perrin. Slap shot. Slap shot. I tell you, he's got a beauty.
You gotta like that.
I enjoy watching.
And I think you missed the first period. We took a slap shot from this blue line right on net. He sends it right back around the boards. Can't get out of the zone. Good shot. McClay pushes to the side. Back to Perrin. He's gonna let it rip again. He dumps it off the boards. Back to Tommy Digue.
That's it. They're all even now.
Oh, he tries to get it across the
They're all even.
Here comes Marshwood. Dumps it in towards McClay. He's going to eat that up. So with 9:10 left in the third period, they killed off another penalty. Now, they're going to stay out of the box, like you said.
But for the next 9 minutes, they've got to stay out of the box. They've got to play smart hockey.
The next goal is a big goal.
And if they can just get that one, get that one in there.
Because if they get the next goal, they can cut it to 3-2. If they don't get the next one, and Marshwood does, 4-1's a big deficit.
Nice job.
Ian Wyman fighting down low.
You never see a body hit the ice, there's a Wyman around.
There he goes. Sends his man to the boards again. But Marshwood still has control of the puck. Centering pass broken up by Digue. Save McClay.
You gotta love that. Moments of brilliance, you know?
Like you said, if you see a body being thrown, normally a Wyman's made the hit.
Yeah, they're around the area. You happen to like that stuff.
Chased by Wyman again. Kicks it up ahead to himself. Sends his man to the boards. And Marshwood looking to set up. Man streaking right across the zone.
Nice job. Good wrong shot.
Saved by McClay. Trickles out to the other side. Dicky's gonna shoot it up ahead, off the board. Taken by Pierce. Oh, he loses his edge. Here comes Marshwood, 2-on-2. Parents back with him. Hits off Parents' skate. Taken by Nick Digue. He's gonna skate up alone. Drop pass to his brother. Yeah, I was gonna say that was clearly offside.
I think that's gonna come all the way down. No,
So Nick Digue had the right idea, drop pass, but with the defender laying down, he could have went around him, took a shot.
Actually, I like the way the Mustangs are playing right now.
Back to center ice. Chased by Perrin. Nice back check by Perrin. Parent's got it, looking ahead for Levesque, and he takes it himself. Back to center ice. Takes a shot. Again, the goalie has to make the save. There's nothing wrong with that play.
And every time you do that, you force a face-off in that zone, and you have an opportunity for something to happen.
So 7:24 left in the third. They got to find a way
Come
to
on,
bury
Mustangs.
one here.
Let's throw one in there. Gas comes back to Perrin. Quick shot.
Deflected.
Maltby misses on it.
Parents have to make a play, which he does. That's an offside. Yeah,
it was close, but he had both feet inside the
it
ball.
was real close, but that was the right call.
It was about that much.
If it's cold.
Okay, face off just outside the Mustang zone. Gas dumps it in.
All right, once again, AJ Gas puts his man on the board. They're tying up the puck.
That guy came out with a puck from two Mustangs. They head to Levesque. Levesque up the head to
nice
Pat
pass.
Wyman. If he can catch up to it. Oh, he swats it and takes a shot.
Oh, swinging away. Oh, he gets
That was
boarded.
a beautiful opportunity. I tell you, he took a swat at that, just missed it. The goalie had to make a diving save.
Marshwood just made an icing, and that was probably the smartest
Nice
thing they
effort
could've
by
done.
Pat Wyman right there. He could taste that one.
Yeah, he could have. He was swinging that stick like it was a.
Like it was a baseball bat.
I was just saying, 38-inch baseball bat.
Louisville Slugger. We're back to Ian Wyman. Sends it off the board.
What's that?
I know.
Bang, I didn't know.
Back to Brandon Pfeiffer. Oh, he tries to hit Pierce right across.
That was the right thing. Why is
This
it
one's going
down?
right back in the
Oh, okay, yeah, good.
right back in the Marshwood zone. Again, Norm, like you said, you win the face-off, get a quality shot.
Again, dump the puck. A lot of bouncing around going on.
He's gonna wave this off. This is not gonna be an icing. Ian Wyman. Oh, Ian Wyman just
They're calling
crushed
that
him
a
in.
penalty.
Yeah, he's calling a hit from behind, I believe, or a boarding.
Roughing. Oh, boarding. I think. That's boarding.
And the thing is, you know, they're both skating for the puck. It's the way
Yeah.
the Marshwood defender
That's
put
right.
himself.
I don't know if I would have called that boarding. I mean,
So again, they can't keep out. They can't stay out of the box. 5:54 left in the third. Down 3-1. That's a tough situation to be in.
playing half the game with the guys.
Well, here's an opportunity for AJ Gass, one man to beat. Oh, he can't get control.
But he'll throw it in the zone anyway. But
Look at this, huh?
If he could have got control, he had one man to beat, one
Everybody
move.
didn't follow. They had to open that.
Marshwood dumps into the zone, behind the net. They'll work it back to the point.
back to behind the net. Goes all the way around to the other point. Oh, nice
Again,
job.
Gass has an
Stolen by Gass.
opportunity again. Nice hustle by Gass.
Oh, there you go.
Come on.
He fell.
You know, that was an excellent hustle play by AJ Gass. I think that was a dive.
That was
I
a,
think
that was
I
a
think it
good
was-
move on Marshwood. They
That was
just
a-
draw, they just drawed a
Yeah,
penalty.
that was a good acting play.
Yeah.
So now we're going to be down 5-3. Two men down with 5:11 left in the third. Yeah, it's just a frustration play.
There was a lot of acting on that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Give him an Oscar for that
I mean,
play.
he was in the right spot. I mean, the Martian player had the right idea. Just throw yourself on the ground.
Saved by McClay.
That's a goal.
Oh, and that is a goal. Rebound came up after the save, bounced down, and they poked it in. So that's going to make it 4-1 Marshwood with 5:05 left in the third. The Mustangs will get one more skater back.
Yep.
Comes Marshall again, 3-on-2. They have the man advantage. He skates right around Tommy Diggy. Save McClay. Backhand, save McClay.
He gets hit from behind.
Again, you're starting to see frustration now. Well, Levesque tries to make a steal. Here comes Marshwood. And when the score gets 4-1 like this, Norm, it does. It starts to get chippy.
Starts to get, yeah. It's going to get to the point where, you know, Mustangs have got to start making something happen.
You know, 4-1 with 4:29 left in the third.
Just keep going. at it.
I'd let Jack get it a couple of minutes in.
Why not?
Or should I say, just Jack.
Stolen. Comes Wyman.
Oh, again, just couldn't get a stick on it. The bodies are flying in front of McClay. So sends it back to the point, nobody home. Goes back to Pfeiffer. Oh, he tries to hit Levette. Oh, Pat Wyman passed it up to himself. Unfortunately, there's 2 Marshwood guys there. Here comes Marshwood again. Off Ian Wyman.
Oh, nice little touch
Nice
pass.
little touch pass was right. Just couldn't get a stick on it. McClay's gonna eat that up. So 18 seconds left to kill on this power play. On this penalty, I should say.
Right. Ball goes back. Perry now will take it.
Goes
All the way around the boards.
Poppy's gonna give chase. Up ahead to Pierce. Gets rid of the puck. That will not be icing because we're a man short. 2-1, here we go. Even strength for the last 3:10 in the third period. Deflected off Terrence shin pad. Again, they just can't get it out of the zone. I hope he's giving a good little fight down low.
Good job, Rob.
The centering pass saved McClay. Trickles out. McVigue's gonna give chase. Now wave off the icing, no icing. Nice hustle by Vigue. He sends his man into the board.
You're gonna be kidding me.
Oh, yeah.
Penalty.
That one is a penalty. He's gonna go for a hit from behind.
I don't know how it could be from behind. He got him in the arm. He checked him on the side. It wasn't from behind.
He's throwing him out of the game.
So big you over there?
Throwing Vigue out of the game for that hit.
I don't think that it wasn't a hit from behind.
No, it was.
You know what?
They both went into the boards together, and
yeah,
he
They both went in. They were going.
Yeah.
He went.
He
used
went in with the
his
shoulder.
Yeah. Man. I beg to differ on the.
Well, I hate
Well,
to
we-
see a player down like this.
While we gotta play it down, we probably should go
Yeah,
for
we'll
a
only
break.
take a break in
We'll
the
be right
action.
back.
2:26 left.
Oh yeah, we're on.
Okay, we're back. A lot has happened since this penalty too.
Yeah, a lot of things took place here. We had
A Marshwood player got a 10-minute for
swearing,
yeah.
Foul language.
I was wondering what you were going to say on that.
foul language and swearing,
Foul language, yeah.
and then we.
And I heard the Marshwood coach saying, "Do not retaliate. You get nothing from it. It's 2:26. You don't get anything from it. If you're going to retaliate," he said, "go to the bench right now. I don't even want to see you on the ice."
Well, it was good for him to pull his plays together because he's thinking about my next game.
So Massabesic looking to break it out. Levesque's got it. He's got gas with him. Makes a beautiful pass. Shoot, save.
Backhand.
Cross the parent. Takes a slap shot.
Oh, that almost
deflected by Levesque.
That almost got deflected by the
Yes,
goalie.
he got it. Makes a pass over to Maltby. Takes a shot. Deflected off the Marshwood player. Back to Levesque.
We're 4-on-5 right now. We're short-handed. Look, we're short-handed. How are we doing this?
They're acting like they
We
got
only
the
got
power
4
play.
guys and they got 5.
Well, they
Yeah,
sent it back
no-
to the point. You couldn't come up with it.
One of those no-look passes.
I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, nice steal
Nice
by
hustle
Gas.
by Gas. He still has the puck. Sends it back to the point. And that's going to be offsides.
That came out about a
You know,
quarter of an inch.
and like Mad Dog said, we're a man down.
I was looking and I'm like, wait a
and
minute.
we're acting like we got the power play.
Yeah,
And,
that was backwards.
and the guys are setting up the point and stuff.
Yeah, well,
You know-
Marshwood was not pressuring him.
Right.
You know,
All we got to do is just
when you
kill
watch the
clock.
Celtics, you always hear Tommy point, right? I'm going to give AJ Gas a Tommy point.
Tommy point.
That was a great hustle by him.
Oh, incredible hustle.
All right, dumped into the Mustang zone. Ian Wyman's at the puck. Takes a slap shot, clears it out of the zone. Down to 1:10 left in the third period. The Mustangs are down 4-1. Marshwood's just going to try to kill this kill the game, even though they have a man advantage. They don't want to do anything stupid. Saved by the play. Because to hear their coach talk and to give them the warning that you do anything stupid,
Yeah, it's
not going to help the team at all.
That's right. And it's true. They're up by 3 goals. There's a good chance Massabesic is not going to come back here.
And hats off to Marshwood. They're going to be 5-0 after this game.
Are they really?
They're going to be 5-0. So I mean, they're off to a great start.
Who they played? Who else have they played?
Well, the way they're looking at it, doesn't matter because 5 wins.
Oh, I know. Yeah, well, they played us twice, obviously. I'm trying to think.
Down to 30 seconds and counting in the 3rd period.
I bet you they haven't played Noble.
Goes back to Pat Wyman. He's got it. He's got 2 men back to beat. Mega 3. The Hawks are swarming him.
Good move. Five seconds left. This is it.
Wyman throws his body, cleans out number 17. Make sure he doesn't get shot. That's going to do it. So your Mustangs come up a little short again. I mean, they had their moments, Norm, and they played pretty well.
They had their moments. They played pretty well. Again, I see bits and pieces where they're starting to come together a little more. They're just, I mean, we can call it anywhere we want, but I mean, Marshwood just took it to them a little bit. That's all. Marshwood had the better attack. Their passes were a little bit more crisp. I mean, Marshwood, they put their plays together.
They have to find a way. I know we keep saying this. They have to find a way to play 45 minutes of hockey.
Right.
A full 45 minutes, not in
Right.
surges. But I mean, the surges, they look fantastic. They have great breakouts, good shots, and then all of a sudden they tend to break down. So if they can play a full 45 minutes of the way they do with surges, they can win some games. So with that being said, Mustang fans, the next game is going to be Saturday night
At USM,
USM against Gorham Huskies.
and that should be a good game.
Should be a good game. I know one thing, they're going to be a man down. Nick Viggy was going to be, since he got thrown out of this game,
Yeah,
I
he'll
believe
be-
he's
he'll
having
be
a game
down.
suspension.
So hopefully we'll
He
get a
got a
chance.
game suspension, did he?
Yeah.
I
no,
believe if you
I
get
think
ejected, you have a game
if you
suspension.
get DQ'd, right? You have to serve another game suspension, right? And on any game you get thrown out of.
So we'll be a man down, I believe, for that next game. So won't Marshwood when they play their next game.
Right.
They had a man kicked out of this
So
game.
Mustang
Right.
fans, if you got nothing to do on Saturday night, come on down to USM and come watch your Mustangs play hockey. It's a good night for it, and
All the support, it's good for the kids. The more fans they see cheering for them, it's a great thing.
well, I know we're going to try to be there because it's hockey time, and that's what we do. But anyway, until next time, I'm Norm Millette with Dan Albert and Mad Dog Majuga behind the camera. Massabesic Mustangs. We'll see you at USM.
Saturday night.